Good evening, everyone. My name is Shantae, aka Shanteezy. I normally do a short analysis at night. Here, I'm starting to do it on my Restream, which is on Twitter, Periscope, and if you have YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube too. And if you can't get it to the Twitter, you can also go to Periscope. But I'm here live today. I did a live stream on Instagram not too long ago. It just finished up like nearly 30 minutes ago. But I just want to touch on COVID-19 before I get to the reason why I'm actually on here, because I'm actually kind of like tight right now. So in terms, mad. So here, COVID-19 as of August 3rd, 2020. So globally, we're at 18,193,291 cases. Here at home in the U.S., we account for a fourth of those cases. We are at 4,712,724. In terms of our death toll, we are 155,388. At home, these cases, here according to the New York Times COVID map, California has 522,122 cases, while Florida has 491 cases, 876. Texas has 460,484. New York has 421,550 cases. Illinois has 185,238. New Jersey has 184,489. And Georgia has 179,510. And Arizona rounds out the top of 179,506 cases. So, of course, we have no national plan. Of course, Donald Trump basically lied throughout his press briefing, saying states like Florida and Texas and Arizona are seeing low numbers, which they're seeing one of the highest numbers, and saying that Australia is seeing high numbers when they're at 18,000. So enough said on that with COVID. For more on COVID, I have a live that I do on Instagram, and I post a live stream once I do that on YouTube, so you can actually watch the the live on YouTube. You can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just Shantae Berry. My name is spelled Chantay. My last name is Berry. So you can watch that. Now, what else I was about to cover? The beefsteaks. I also cover the beefsteaks too. I also list my reasons of why Kamala Harris should be the one, because everybody knows I unequivocally support Kamala Harris, no questions asked. So in terms of Susan Rice being in the beefsteaks and being considered, she was never an elected official. She is a career diplomat, but she's never been an elected official. She has a lot of baggage in terms of Benghazi, also that, and her son is a Trump supporter, and it's true. And the wiretap problem, which Donald Trump has basically branded. He branded them. He branded her and Hillary Clinton, which is sad, but that's what we had to come against with, you know? So that. And then, then you have Val Demings, who doesn't really have a national recognition. I like her, and she was great in the impeachment hearings, but she doesn't have a national recognition. And I don't think she has a relationship with the Bidens either. And you got to have that working relationship, you know, with the person that's running for office, that's running to be the leader of the free world. You have also, who's being considered, Elizabeth Warren, who also has baggage too. She issued this purity test, but she had baggage in terms of her lineage, her Native American lineage. Also, she was a Reagan conservative Republican. She was a conservative Republican for almost 50 years. So that is an issue as well. Of course, the wealth tax will scare the Republicans. It will mobilize the Tea Party 2.0. That's a whole nother thing. And of course, the Trump administration will weaponize on her lineage, her plans, calling her a socialist. That being said, Kamala Harris, we already know the prosecutorial record, which most of that has been debunked by two newspapers in her hometown of California. And they supply different facts from the state of California, as well as they know about that. And her, quote unquote, having a relationship with Willie Brown, which that shouldn't make sense. But other than that, she checks all the boxes. She has the closest relationship with the Bidens, in terms of working with Beau, which ended up being her friend until he died. Also having a relationship with Joe Biden and having a relationship with President Obama. Remember, she was one of the first elected officials to campaign for President Obama. So she has that Obama coalition. So we need to think about that as well. So in terms of the Veep stakes, we all know Kamala is qualified. Now, why I'm mad is because earlier I saw a tweet from a person that I follow that's a Warren supporter, which I have no issues with Warren supporters. I'm one of the few people that don't have issues with Warren supporters. I don't have an issue who you support. It's how you conduct yourself on Twitter. I saw that tweet and I said, what the hell? Because that's exactly what I said. How's this person anti-Semitic? And it involved Kenny's name in it. And it involves Bianca's name in it, which is not right. It's one thing you don't agree with people, but it's another thing you accusing them to being anti-Semitic, which they don't have anti-Semitic thoughts, and especially more so Kenny. Like, dude, Kenny's the least racist person that I know. And so I was like, what the hell? And then we had a back and forth conversation. I keep telling him, just because he said cheat about Bernie Sanders does not mean at all that he is racist. Maybe he thinks Bernie Sanders cheat. I don't know if Bernie Sanders is cheap. I know he was Jewish. I know he ain't cheap. And he said, well, all Jewish people, that's referred to being cheap. I said, do you think Jewish people are cheap? Because that's something is within yourself. Because I have Jewish friends, and they're not cheap. They drop more money than me. If anybody's cheap, it's my black ass is cheap. But as I said before, we had a back and forth conversation. Of course, you know, Bianca's name was tagged in it, and Kenny's name was tagged in it. And Kenny DM'd me, which was great, because he was like, they just keep reaching. And it's true, they just keep reaching. Like, I don't understand. And it's so sad because it's not all Warren supporters. It's just some particular ones. And I expect more from this one because he's somebody's father. He got attacked from Bernie Bros. He got attacked from other folks attacking his son, which that's not right. You don't involve kids in these attacks. However, you don't accuse people for being anti-Semitic when they're not have a bone of anti-Semitic just because they criticize Bernie Sanders. They don't know his heritage. They did not know. Who's to say he was a Jewish person? Like, you don't say things like that. So I was just like, no. And he thought that I was anti-Semitic too, so he blocked me because he was tired of arguing with me. He thought that I was going to agree with him. Because there's times we agree and times we don't agree. And this is one of the times we don't agree. And I said, no. Are you freaking kidding me? What the fuck? You accuse people of being anti-Semitic? So you blocked me because he got mad. Last time I checked, I never did nothing to this motherfucker. I never did. I tried to be nice. He tried to get me for, liking my candidate, Kamala Harris, because I didn't agree with him liking other black women. He accused me like the other day of criticizing, Karen Bass. I gave fair critiques. Doesn't mean I think she's a lame duck. He's trying to say that I insulted her, which that is not the case. I can show you the whole text, but he probably, like I said, he blocked me. So I blocked his ass back. You're not going to block me and thinking I'm not going to block your ass. You must be out your motherfucking mind. So I said to half of these Warren supporters, if you want the smoke, bring it, because I'm here. Another Warren supporter came from me earlier today, and I told her, so why Kamala Harris didn't win South Carolina? So this is what I'm saying with some of them. Stop with the fucking bullshit, man. Stop the motherfucking shit. Honestly, because I'm not here for it. I don't come on Twitter to do no arguments, none of that shit. If you want them arguments, take it somewhere, because I'm not that bitch. And we're both in the same city. I hope I don't run into him. I'm not going to approach you ready to fuck you up. But if you want that smoke, I bring it to you. You got NYC Greek Dad? See my profile? It says born and raised in Harlem. Current city, New York. And I'm on the Upper West Side. I meet you where you are. Like, don't fucking do this shit. Because this is shit that I don't do. I don't do that petty shit. But if you want this shit, have it. I got bigger fish to fry. I got stuff I got to handle with, trying to go back to school. I got stuff to handle with job stuff. I don't got time for this shit. These arguments about Twitter, these arguments about someone being anti-Semitic, are you that fucking pressed? Or why you keep reaching? Kenny don't think about you. Bianca don't think about you. We trying to think about Kamala Harris being elected as the first, maybe selected as the first vice president, and also COVID. We got a COVID problem. People trying to pay their motherfucking bills. Nobody got time to be arguing about somebody being anti-Semitic. That you think they're anti-Semitic, but they're not anti-Semitic. So I end this in saying that I'm sick of this bullshit. I don't come for the arguments, but if you want the arguments, I'll bring it to your motherfucking ass. Until then, have a great motherfucking night.